The visual art department has changed up a few things in terms of how it delivers materials to students. This allows students to access both ongoing content, upcoming content, and items for review at their leisure and on their own time frame. We have some issues with how non-visual EDSB is, so we decided that we would instead have our resources in a website. It is easily accessed for students. They have the link to the website but pinned here. They also have links to the daily planner for every day that is posted for the journal. The website itself has both a landing page as well as class pages for all of the courses. This is our level 1 course page, and you can see here at a glance what all of the projects are for the semester in a much more visually appealing and clear way than bullet points in the syllabus. In addition to that, within each assignment or project or unit, there are the materials the students will use to do all of the work for that, whether it's copying a Google Doc to print or looking at previous student work to better understand the expectations, to screencasts or videos for skill sets that they can use on offline days. The other component of the class pages is a daily planner, and the daily planner for all of the classes are linked here. And that gives us a way to better communicate the expectations for the day. We can post it ahead of time. It's very easily seen a couple of days before the actual class, and they very clearly understand what their expectations are for that day. It also allows us to place in links, for example, to a Padlet or to other materials, to videos here, although these are also, of course, in the website. The other thing that the daily planner does is allow us to communicate clearly with our cohorts, and these cohorts are another component that we've instituted this year to organize not only things like seating, so we can rotate through to the seats that are perhaps a bit farther away from the front of the room, but also to allow for establishing a greater sense of community within the class of 18 or 19 students. This allows those 6 students to work together more closely over the course of a unit or 2, and then we will be switching up those cohorts so that the students will have an opportunity to work with all of the students within the class. The cohorts also allow us to have one-on-one conferences on off-campus days so that it rotates through every third off-campus day. The students will have a one-on-one conference while everyone else is working, and it only pulls out the student for the conference for those 10 minutes. The rest of the time they will be doing the classwork that is necessary for that day.
So in the AP course, right through all the courses, we have the cohort cadre approach, and it changes slightly as you go through the levels. So in the AP course, same sort of structure. Students are broken into smaller groups. They work together. They have schedules which are accessible by them all, links which take them through to videos, challenges and tasks related to their groups. And it's a way of them consolidating their understanding between each other, sharing understanding, and then moving forward and miniature communities within the community.
In addition to the class pages, we also have, as you can see here, other components that are available for students. All of the art classes this year have a component that is the daily sketch, and students are expected to do this 5-minute sketch 5 days a week across all the levels. So anything from a very beginning art student to an AP artist with a portfolio and drawing. And this, then we post their best of every 2 or 3 weeks to the Padlet so that they can share and have a sense of what else is going on in the other art classes. They can also like or leave comments for their peers, and again, building the sense of community beyond just the single classroom setting.
Traditionally in the art rooms, we have experience where students from different classes are coming in their frees, they're mixing and mingling, they're sharing their expertise, and this is a way of us trying to do this in a digital format, and we're hoping it's going to open up conversations that normally happen between AP and level 2 and level 3 students, but in a more digital way. So we're encouraging them to do shout outs, to try and make connections, try and find out who people are, say hi to them in the corridor if they get a chance.
In addition to that, we also have a student art gallery. We have very little in the lower level since we've just gotten started, but we have some examples of the upper level art from past years so that students can be inspired. And if you get a chance to take a look, we'd love to have you see what some of that artwork is from past classes. And last but not least, we have the tutorials and resources where, again, we're linking in case a student needs to brush up on a particular skill set or concept or particular, and again, as we build the resources, they'll be populated here. But they can go in and reach the same video screencast and video resources that are in the other sections without needing to go all the way through the course to the assignment to the video.
And one of the things we're finding useful is that because the students have access to this full site, it means that the level students can all see what's coming in the next higher level up. They can see where they've been. They can also see how things have changed since they were in the previous class. And it opens up dialogue and conversation, and it inspires students to be aspirational about wanting to move forward and make connections.
Oh, and one last thing we have for connection as well is the student blogs. Students are responsible for their blogs to leave a post reflecting on their learning every class period. And this allows students to access each other's blogs so that they can then leave comments, which we're establishing for later in the semester.